Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'll be throwing on a lot of upgrades for the Losi Mini T or B, and then we're gonna go take it over to the carpet track and run some laps. Okay, as far as upgrade goes, I'm going to throw on a new set of Pro line Prisms. This is gonna be for the best traction that I have seen for a carpet racetrack, a chassis protector, some hot racing shocks, both for the front and rear, and then I have a spring set for both. And then optionally that I might do is throw on a new slipper clutch. And then I also have this little Dynamite ESC fan that I might throw on just to help keep the motor cool. To get started, I'm gonna go ahead and open up these shocks. I am going to get some fresh oil in them, let them sit, get the air bubbles out, and then I'll continue on with the rest of the upgrades. And then for shock oil, I'm just gonna be using this TLR 30 weight right here for both the front and rear. I actually might do 40 weight in the rear, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in for both and do some testing and see how I like it. Okay, let's go ahead and put on our chassis protector. This is actually for the Mini B. They didn't have any Mini T's, so I'll probably have to slap this on and then use a X-Acto knife to trace it and cut it out. Okay, shocks are bled and filled with oil. Let's go ahead and slap these onto the car. I am going to play around with the suspension geometry a little bit. I really don't know the best optimization for this car yet, so it's going to be a little bit of a test and tune day at the track.
But if my next little jump is too far to the left.
Okay, so we're back home from the track and I'll go over some of the setup changes I had to do in order to make this thing run better. The first thing I had to do was lower the chassis as much as I could. It's very difficult with the Mini T as it has a stock ride height very high. But what I ended up doing was moving my shocks in the front to the innermost position on both the top and then the outermost position on the rear. I did the exact same thing for the rear of the vehicle as well, and then I also added in different springs for the rear. I actually took the front springs and put them on the rear and then put on different spring rate for the front with the hot racing springs. That was able to get the chassis to sit much lower, but I do believe that I still need to bring it down a little bit more. I think next steps with this car, what I will do is I'll add 40 weight shock oil to the rear, and then I'll end up going with a different spring rate for the same for the front and the rear. I just wasn't too happy with how it was going over some of the jumps, but it is a learn in progress, so I'll be able to get better at it next time I go out. So that's going to do it for today's video. I'll be doing more videos of this as the club starts back up. If you guys liked the video, please consider subscribing and also like the video as well. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.